Hello to you all! Welcome back to Crypto Cash, where we go over different ways to make that crypto. Today, we're going to talk about how important metaverse virtual real estate is, some of the main metaverses to own property, and how to make money with it. Let's get started! So the metaverse is a network of interconnected systems that enables individuals to share their ideas, collaborate with one another, and create their own digital realities. Anything goes when it comes to the metaverse headquarters of real-world companies, from small games to scary graveyards or advertising signs and commercial establishments. The Sandbox, Crypto Voxels, Decentraland, and Somnium Space are the only 4 platforms now in existence that provide major possibilities for owning virtual real estate, with Decentraland and the Sandbox both seem to be in the public's eye more than most. Several metaverse platforms have a limited amount of land available for purchase. Each platform has a different quantity of users. That's why investors are scrambling to get their hands on property in the metaverse now, before the greatest places are snapped up by others. Non-fungible tokens are used to secure virtual property on these networks, or NFTs. NFT tokens are stored in a digital wallet with your cryptocurrency when you acquire digital real estate on the Ethereum network. This is comparable towards how real estate is kept in the actual world. Each piece of land has a title, which is documented inside a registry. Plus, you obtain a copy to show your ownership. OpenSea is an example of a third-party marketplace for NFTs, where you may purchase virtual real estate in addition to the platform marketplace. But buying property inside the metaverse is similar to purchasing property in the physical world in that there are 2 primary motivations for doing so. One of the safest options is the first if you intend to use it to build a home or a business location. People in the metaverse talk of housing, in a space where they may show off their belongings and invite friends over to chill out. As in those earlier years of the internet, until social media took over, you could have a unique web page. Homes in the metaverse will allow people to showcase their unique digital collections or express their personalities online. Owning metaverse land for this purpose is perhaps the least dangerous option because you can almost certainly expect to receive your desired results from your purchase. Cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Sand, and Mana are used to buy land in the metaverse, which may be accessed through the gamified metaverse portal, the Sandbox, which is connected to the community-based decentralized platform. In most cases, the initial step is obtaining them. In terms of internet-based land and property ownership, such 2 platforms are popular all over the world because they possess well-established connectivity and well-known tenants and landlords like the famous people and companies, which lends them legitimacy. The platforms themselves can be used to make purchases of land on these platforms. Second, you'll need a wallet able to store NFTs, which are used to document the sale and possession of metaverse land. Binance and MetaMask are among of the greatest widely used. Along with buying direct from platforms, you can also sell to third-party resellers, like you can do with real-world real estate. As decentralized estate brokers for the digital domain, websites such as OpenSea.io and nonfungible.com facilitate the sale and purchase of digital property. Metaverses are seeing a huge amount of money invested in virtual property. Republic Realm, a metaverse investment corporation, paid $913,000 in June purchasing a plot in Decentraland, a second metaverse, to expand its operations. At the time, it was the most significant transaction of its kind. Another metaverse called Sandbox, owned by video game developer Atari, was purchased by the same corporation 6 months later for $4.23 million. But the concept of the metaverse has been around for a long time. One of the first is Second Life, an online community. A recent, more advanced example is Fortnite, the video game featuring a construction component, but so is Roblox and Minecraft. In the simplest terms, the metaverse is a public, continuous digital area where people may gather to play games, chat, and socialize with others. Some people envisage a scenario in which several metaverses are linked together, while others envision a plethora of digital realms that are completely self-contained. Now, to go over a few ways to make money with digital real estate. In the same way that you may buy land, build a house, and afterwards rent it out, you can do the same in the virtual world. If your buildings are in high-traffic regions, you may consider using them for advertising purposes as well. It's possible to make a lot of money by creating parcels of land and building in the metaverse. 3D designers would soon be one of the most sought-after professions in virtual worlds, regardless of the type of property, mall, or stadium. Flipping real estate by buying digital land or digital properties, then reselling them for profit. Even being a virtual real estate broker, you may make large profits through handling transactions among sellers and buyers, or simply providing advice. Advertising in the metaverse, many corporations are scrambling to establish a virtual presence as well as a big advertising platform. Brands may set up shop in virtual malls, just like they do in the real world, and advertise their goods and services on a variety of online networks, including ads in virtual reality. It's only natural that the metaverse will become a gigantic advertising and marketing platform as more people join. But entrepreneurs will thrive in the metaverse because of its abundance of resources. Users may create their own businesses and storefronts and get their enterprises off the ground. There are an unlimited amount of enterprises that may help you make money in digital realms, whether it be in apparel, sporting collectibles, real estate, or entertainment. So now, you could wonder what the metaverse's future holds. But it's not the technology or the innovation that would hold us back. The technology is only going to become better, just like every other initiative from Silicon Valley. So the real question is whether or not the metaverse will become a mainstream phenomenon. There are several ways to answer this question, and I'm not a fortune teller, but I can tell you that people enjoy escaping reality for a while, and as an added perk, say back in March 2020, you would have been able to link up with loved ones from all throughout the metaverse. In the long run, the metaverse's future will be determined by many things, and a number of large and prominent companies are placing a significant bet that it is the next generation of the internet. To be sure, if the metaverse is an essential to commerce and civilization in the next 2 decades, as the internet has been in the previous 2, virtual real estate seems likely to grow in value and interest as a result. Whether you're a large corporation or a small company owner, you can't get enough of the digital tools that allow you to cultivate an audience and develop new goods and activities, as well as the virtual world could be the future big thing. There is no doubt that large corporations are asking themselves whether the metaverse offers a profit opportunity, and some are responding emphatically with the word yes. Digital currency investor Grayscale predicts that the metaverse's goods and services will be valued $1 trillion in the not-too-distant future, so maybe it is time to stake out a claim on the digital landscape. But it's still a challenging time for investors to acquire virtual estate in the metaverse, despite the abundance of information accessible. Just keep in mind that virtual real estate is still a risky investment, and nothing is safe in this market. And purchasing property in the metaverse entails some risk, as does any other type of investment. Also, once the land has been purchased, it can only be used for investment and wealth creation. Aside from location, the success of a real estate investment will be largely determined by nearby development and how widely the platform is used in the long term. Unless you quickly resell the home, it may take some time before you receive a return on your investment. But there is little doubt that real estate in the metaverse has become an extremely significant financial asset for investors and could be critical for investment diversity in the future, despite the hazards. Well, digital real estate can be very lucrative, just like in the real world where there is a lot you can do with your land, plus they have a great chance to go up significantly in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video and be sure to subscribe to see more ways to make that crypto cash. Peace.